Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today in this video we are going to learn about the sign function in Salesforce, and we are going to learn this concept for both Lightning as well as a classic user interface. But before we will proceed to our today topic, there is one good news for you all, that we have launched our Salesforce admin training course. This course is for both beginner as well as a advanced level learner who are on a Salesforce admin also. And if you don't have any prior knowledge for the Salesforce, this course is specially designed for you. We are guiding you step by step about the Salesforce admin. This course consists of 9 plus modules with real business scenario example, and it consists of 21 plus or HD videos with a lifetime access. You only need to pay one time and you will get this course for the lifetime with the extra course material in the PDF format, and at the end you will also get the certification of a completion. We also prepare you for interview, and if you stuck anywhere in the course, we are here to help you out. And at this moment this course is given at the special discount, that is a 50%. So without any waste of the time, just go to the description, click on the purchase link and go to purchase a course at 50% of discount, because nowhere else you will get the such course content for the Salesforce admin at such price. So we are starting from the Salesforce with the CRM basis also. We are letting you know what are the different Salesforce environment, what are the price packages, how you can create a Salesforce account. We will also let you know how you can navigate from the Lightning to the Classic interface with some of the special features of a Salesforce Classic. We also let you know about the user management, how you can add, delete, create a password for the user in both Lightning and the Classic user interface, and also handle the security level features by restricting the object level security, field level security, and the record level security, and many more. We cover up the topic of creating of a app, subject, and tab in a Salesforce in both Lightning as well as a Classic interface, because these are the backbone for the Salesforce administration. We also covering up the fields and the formula with various functions that are necessary to deal up with the things with the help of scenarios in both Lightning and the Classic interface. If we talk about the advanced features, we are covering the custom buttons to link to action page and the list view, and also we are covering the schema builder, process builder, and validation rule to protect out the formulas, or to carry out the security feature on the Salesforce. And to visualize your record or a data in a Salesforce, we are covering the concept of a reports and dashboard, how you can build it up. And if you are dealing up with the millions of or thousands of data at a one moment, so we are also letting you know about one of the tool, that is a data loader and data import wizard tool. So how you can work it with these things, we also let you know with all the operation of insert, delete, and upgrade. So without any waste of time, just click on the link again I'm saying, and purchase this course, because for the some moment of the time it is only for the 50% of discount, otherwise you will get it at the higher prices. So we just click on that and purchase it. So now let's proceed back to our topic, that is a sign function in Salesforce. So let's firstly understand what does we mean by this sign function. So this sign function is one of the mathematical function of a Salesforce, which is used to determine the sign of a value or the angle that you pass, and it is used for the trigonometric calculations for required radian value that you want. And the syntax of this sign function is given on your screen. Here we have a sign as a function, and we are passing as a number, a field, or formula as a parameter to this function, for which we are trying to find out the sign value. So it can be any constant number or any formula. So let's proceed and learn how we can use this sign function in Salesforce Lightning to calculate the sign value. So here I open my Salesforce account and I am in the Lightning interface. To redirect myself to the setup page, I click on the gear icon and click on the setup option. Once I click on that, it will take me to the new page, and on this setup home page you can see that we will get a object manager as a tab on the top of the navigation bar. Here it is. I click on that and it will give me the list of all the objects that are in a Salesforce, either it is a custom or the standard one. It's time to choose the object on which you want to apply this sign function. I am going to monitor the sales of the lead team performance. So I am going to use it on the lead as a object. So here in the quick find box, I search for the lead object, and once I search, it gives me here. I click on that, and now it's time to click on this fields and relationship option, because we are going to create up a new field as we are going to use this function on the formula field. So here we get a new button to create up the new field. I click on that, and here it asks me to choose up the field type for which kind of information you want to store. So we are going to create up the formula, so we are selecting the formula one, and click on the next button to proceed to the next step. And once I click on the next step, it asks me to enter the field name or field label. So I'm going to enter it as a sales performance. So once I enter it down, you can see that this field name is automatically get populated based upon the field label that we have entered. The next thing, we need to choose up the return type or a return data type for this sign function that we have used. So here I am going to set it to the number because I want the performances, and I set a decimal places value to 3 and by default it's set to 2. Then I click on the next button, and in this next step we have to create up the formula that calculate the sale performance. We are going to use a sign function for this. On the right side we have a function section. Under this we have all function categories. Here I click on the maths. Under this math I will get all the function of the mathematical category. Now it's time to search for the sign. I click on that, and here I get a button of insert selected function. Then I again click on it. It will enter the function with the parameter to the insert formula tab. So here I replace this parameter with my values. So I'm going to insert one field. So here we have insert field button. I click on that, and I'm going to insert the revenue generated as a field to it. So I scroll down and search for this revenue generated field, and here it is. I click on that, and then I click on the insert button. Then I want to add one operator, so I click on this insert operator and click on this divide operator, and then I again insert one field using this insert field button, and this time I add the target as a revenue for this field. So I recommend you to don't manually type the field name, because due to some error or typing mistake you will get an error. So to check it whether it is correct or not, you can click on the check syntax button. So you can see that it gives me that there is a no syntax error in my function. So let's understand what we are trying to do. So here I use the field value generated and the target revenue to calculate the sales performance, and for that I divide the value, that is the revenue generated, by the field target revenue, and to get the result I pass it to the sign function. So this much only I am doing here. If you want to add any description or help text, you can do that. Otherwise click on the next button, and in the next stage you need to set up the field level security, and here you need to grant the edit access of this particular field to which profile. You can do that with the help of these visible checkboxes. If you don't select any profile for this particular field, it will be hidden for that particular profile. Then click on the next button, and here you need to select the page layout on which you want to include this field, and by default we have all selected. If you want to unselect any of one, you can do that. Then click on the save button to save this formula field where you use the sign function. Now to check whether it is correctly working or not in Salesforce, we are going to the lead as an object. So I click on the gear icon and click on the setup option again to open up one more new setup in the lightning. And here we have an app launcher, the 9 dots on the left side, and here I search for the lead as an object. Here I get the result. I click on that, and from here I am going to show. For that I randomly edit one of the lead to showing you how it's working. So here it get open. I click to the detail section, and you can see that it gives me some technical issue. I am not able to see that. This is not because of any problem in the formula or function. This is occurring due to the technical issue at the back end of a Salesforce. So you don't need to take care of that. Otherwise you are going to edit the fields that we have mentioned up in the formula, and you will get the relevant result according to your formula. So now let's proceed and learn how we can use this sign function in Salesforce Classic. For that we need to firstly redirect ourselves to the Classic interface. So I click on the my profile that is given right, and here I click on the option of a switch to a Salesforce Classic to redirect myself to the Classic interface. And once I redirect here, we will always redirect it to the main home page of a Salesforce Classic. Okay, we are not on the main setup page. You can see that by default this home tab is selected. To redirect to the setup, we have one of the setup option given on the top. I click on that, and it will take me to the setup page, and once I click on that, it will take me to there. Now it's time to search for the object on which you want to apply this sign function. Either it is a custom one or a standard one. For that you need to scroll down yourself to the build. Here we have a customize option. Under this you will get the list of all the standard object, and if you want to get the custom one, you need to click on the create, and then from the object, and from object you will get the custom object. So I am going to apply this time this function on the cases. So I am searching for the cases as a object that moment. So here I am basically going to monitor the customer satisfaction. So for the cases, so where it is, let's try to do that. So you can see that it's waste my time because of searching. So you can also go to the quick find box that is on the top and simply search for the cases here. Once you type cases, it will get the result regarding that. You can see that we get this result within 1 second. So here we have a field as an option. I click on that. Once I click on that, it will take me to the page where we'll get a result for the all the fields that are in the case feed as object. Either it is a standard or a custom one. So as we are going to create a new one, I move myself to the custom field relationship section, click on the new button, and once I click on that, it will ask me to choose the field type. So I'm going to choose the field type as the formula, because we are going to create the formula with the help of the sign function. So now it's time to enter the field name for the formula. So as I told you, I am calculating the customer satisfaction, so I simply add the field label as it is. So here I am entering, and the field name get automatically populated. Now we have to choose the formula return type. So here I am going to choose it to the number 1 and set its a decimal point to 2, which is already selected. Now you need to click on the next function to proceed to the next step, and in this next step you need to set up the formula for calculating the customer satisfaction based upon the customer feedback. For this you need to use the sign function. So here I select the math as a category, then scroll down, choose the sign as a function, select it and insert it, and now I replace this number parameter of this sign function with the value that I want to pass it out. So I am going to pass the feed back rating. So I click on this insert field and search for my feedback rating field and click on the insert button. Then to add operator, I click on that insert operator and I divide it by 10. Now to check whether it is correct or not, I click on the check syntax button. So there is a no syntax error in this. So here I am firstly dividing the feedback rating field of client with the constant value of a 10, and then I pass it to the sign function to get the customer satisfaction rate. Now if you want to add any description or a help text, you can do that. Otherwise click on the next button where you need to set up the profile level security or a field level security, you can say, where you need to choose up to whom profile you want to grant this field level edit access of this field. So if you want to grant any of the profile, you can check the checkbox of the visible column. Otherwise click on next button. Now it's time to choose up the page layout on which you want to be include this page. If you don't select any page layout, the field will be not appear, and the field will be inserted as a last in the last column of the page layout. Okay, so now I click on the save button to save it. Now to check whether it is correctly working or not, how it's working, I click on the cases as the object from the navigation bar. If you will not get here, you will need to click on the plus icon and you will get the cases. I click on any randomly case and try to edit it to show you how it's completely works in Salesforce. So let's edit it first. So here I click on the details, click on the edit button. I am going to enter the feedback rating as a 5.9. So here by default it is 8 selected, 5.9 I change it, and when I click on a save, let's see how it's working. So you can see that the customer satisfaction is 0.48, and you can see that this feedback rating is not coming as a 5.9 because there, I think I don't mention the decimal places while creating this feedback rating field. So with this we have successfully learned how we can use this sign function in Salesforce Lightning as well as a classic interface. So if you like this video, click on the like button and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Thanking you for watching and have a great day.